Do you want to get the map?
Yeah.
So Carlin is asking us on YouTube, what are our favorite things to do on the top of the South Island?
Let's start with the Abel Tasman National Park.
Well, that's a good start.
Yeah. So this national park is really known for its golden sand beaches, fringed with beautiful, lush rainforest.
Oh, are you a travel writer? Sounds like you are.
Yeah, so, and yeah, there's a beautiful coastline to explore along the Abel Tasman National Park. You can explore it through various different tours, through sailing, kayaking, or you can do the Coastal Track Great Walk, which is a multi-day hike along the coast. And there's also lots of shorter hikes you can be doing as well. So that's definitely a great place to stay for a day or so.
All right, my take on it will be actually what, in my opinion, divides the top of the South Island to the bottom of the South Island, and that would be the Arthur Pass. Now, this is basically a long drive which is going through a pass between the mountain, and it's absolutely stunning. You're going to be following braided rivers with mountain cliff on both sides, beautiful native forest. It is one of my favorite, hands down, drive in the whole country. And I think it's really fitting because, in my opinion, this is what creates kind of the top of the South Island. So if I were to do a loop around there, well, guess what? I will actually turn on here. So one of my favorite one is this road trip right here, which is called the Arthur Pass. You can do it driving, and you can also take the Transalpine train, which is one of the top 10 most beautiful train rides in the world. And guess what? It follows the Arthur Pass. So that's to tell you how beautiful it is. One of the most beautiful ones.
Okay,
Next.
Another place I would go to is Cara Mia, which is,
okay.
yeah, so Cara Mia is a really small town on the very top of the West Coast region. The West Coast region is all this region down here. I won't draw on it just to not confuse everyone. But yeah, Cara Mia is also the gateway to the Kahu National Park. And this is a place where the Heafy Track Great Walk is located. There's also the Oparara Arches, which are these beautiful, huge rock formations. It's like a huge archway, which we've got a video on, which we'll put into the description on the rebroadcast of this video. And there's really a lot of amazing sort of natural features to see around this area that is really off the tourist trail as well. You won't find many tourists staying around here.
You will have no one there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, yeah, there's caves as well at the Oparara Basin.
Basalt rock formations as well.
Loads of different really cool rock formations and forest, and you know, you've got the Kahu National Park, which I've just mentioned, loads of different walks and hikes to do there, so that's definitely a really cool place to go and explore the wilderness.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick to transportation. I know it sounds really silly, but another one of my favorite things to do is beautiful Nelson. No, Nelson, sorry. Nelson was my next one. But she's going to steal it from me.
Spoiler alert.
Picton. So Picton is the place where the ferry arrives from the North End. So it leaves Wellington and ferries around beautiful Marlborough Sound and arrive in Picton. Now, a lot of people, they just see Picton as a big port of entry of the South End and then leave straight away. There is so much to do though. The Marlborough Sound are so worth exploring. You can get on the cruise. There is the mail cruise. There is Loch Mara, which is like a nice eco retreat where you can go swim and feed stingrays, and there is the Queen's Charlotte Track, which is an amazing hike or mountain bike trail. There is plenty of other mountain bike trails there. It's a really amazing area to visit Picton, and I think that is definitely worth staying at least one day there, and everybody forgets about it. So Picton definitely on my top things to do on the top North Island, South Island.
Okay, another really awesome place, in my opinion, is Kaikoura. That's classed as the top, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more here because that's where Christchurch is, where it finished. Anyway, it's fine.
Christchurch is more here.
Okay. Yeah, okay, right, fine.
Okay, Kaikoura. So if you're really into marine wildlife, and I mean, who isn't? It's marine wildlife. Dolphins, whales, seals, albatross, like amazing seabirds as well. You can see all of this at Kaikoura. There's loads of different boat tours that can take you dolphin swimming, seal swimming, can take you whale watching. You can do flights over the top of where whales are coming out of the water. There's really like some amazing wildlife experiences to be had there. So Kaikoura, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so my next one is actually going to be Blenheim, which is around here. And Blenheim is in the heart of Marlborough, which is probably the largest wine regions in New Zealand. So if you are a foodie like me, if you do like your cheese, if you do like your wine, if you do like to treat yourself to some delicacies, well, Blenheim, New Zealand, it's the top of the South Island is going to be the place for you. Some awesome. We have done some wine tours, which definitely made us very jolly by the end of the wine tour. I can tell you that.
After 21 wine tastings.
Was it 21, 24? I can't remember.
Yeah, we were counting. Yeah.
So check out those videos. We did get giddy, and that was absolutely delicious. So yeah, if you want to treat yourself, and something also really different, what we addressed right here was a lot of like kind of more wild stuff. Well, what about you become civilized and drink some fancy wine?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to take us back to the wild now for my next one. I'm going to take us to Golden Bay.
Oh, wow, nice.
So to get to Golden Bay, it's quite a journey. You need to go over something called the Takaka Hill, which is a winding road over to some really amazing landscape along the way. It's definitely a scenic drive, but once you get over the Takaka Hill, you arrive at Golden Bay, which has some really small towns, the main hub being a place called Takaka, and this is kind of known as the hippie part of New Zealand.
It is. Do they have this naked hostel?
Yeah, there's a nudist hostel there. There's loads of different backpacker hostels which are super characterful, and you just need to go for the experience, really. But at Golden Bay, they have a place called Farewell Spit, which is the longest sand spit in New Zealand, and there's bus tours taking you along there, and it's a real like fragile ecological area. And this is actually more protected than a national park in New Zealand, so it's a really special place to go.
There's only one company that takes you there.
Only one company that can take you on the bus up the Sandspit. There's also there's Cape. Oh, I've forgotten which sort of cape it was, but what's the beach? Why something with the seals?
Damn, you know what? We'll put a link to that video in below, and so like that you get the name. Yeah. Sorry about that.
There's honestly though, in Golden Bay, there's I think it's called like why. No, it's not. Anyway, there's like loads of really stunning beaches, coastline to explore, and it's really yet another place on the top of the South Island where you can get off the beaten track, away from the tourist crowds. And actually on this side is the other end of the Heathy track, which is the Great Walk. Which is one of the great walks in New Zealand, and I think it's the longest great walk in New Zealand as well. So if you do want to have like an extended period out in the wilderness, that is definitely a good place to go.
Wharariki.
So
WH.
Wharariki Beach. So also what that is famous for is these archway islands that you can see from the coast. So you get
to refer to the website.
So you can get some awesome pictures there. Golden Bay, definitely one to add to the list.
Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna go right here, Central North and the Nelson Lakes. Now the Nelson Lakes are absolutely amazing. You know this picture of like there's a very small a jetty of made of wood, and you're in front of a lake, and then you get beautiful mountainous backdrops. They're all taken here. It's such a placid place to go to. It's an amazing area. There's heaps of hills actually just below the stuff. We've done some video there. It's such an amazing place to visit. So Nelson Lakes definitely on my list.
Yeah.
Your last one, the rather special.
I think I'm going to go for Westport, which is just below Cara Mia, but still sort of on the top of the West Coast region. And Westport is actually really famous for surfing. So you can do some beginner surf lessons there. There's a really cool hostel called the Basil's Surf Hostel, and they do lessons there and can take you to do some South Island surfing, which is a little bit chilly, but they give you wetsuits, so that's all good. Yeah. There's also a really cool walk there called the Cape Foulwind Walk.
Yeah, Foulwind,
yeah. The Cape Foulwind Walk, which is a really nice one along the coast. And again, you can see a seal colony. There's a lot of seal colonies to be seen in the South Island. So yeah, that's another really cool place to go and check that out. And it's a really nice, relaxed town where you can just go chill.
Yeah, speaking of nice, relaxed town where you can go chill, right here we have the Talon of Nelson. So the Talon of Nelson is world famous in New Zealand for first being the geographical center of New Zealand. So there's
Oh,
literally
yeah.
a little hill that you can climb, and there is a dot that says this is a geographical center of the country. I'm still not 100% sure what that actually means, but that's what it is, geographical center of New Zealand. And it also is the place with the highest amount of sunshine hours in the country. There is plenty of things to do there, but it's also, like, I mean, one of the reasons, and it's going to be very silly, but one of the reasons why we like it the most is because it has some of the best hostels in the country.
Yeah.
So there is no hostel that's going to disappoint over there, aside from YHA, but I'm not going to say it. But most of the hostels are really awesome there. And it's such an amazing place to actually spend time in, and it's going to be your gateway to the Nelson Lake, to the Abel National Park. Some of the tours can actually, go and take you to Takaka and everything. So, it's going to be a good hub for you to place yourself here. So if I were to pick one place to actually, lodge myself to explore, I will pick this one. So that is it for our top things to do on the top of the South Island of New Zealand. There is obviously much more than that to do. We're going to find plenty of links to videos and articles below to help you guys for sure, because, well, there is just so much to talk about the South Island of New Zealand. It's so awesome.